All right, so this is a partial chronicle of the nightmare that is attempting to get this Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Elite DDR4 motherboard to boot. And there you see the label there right on the board. Supports 12th gen Intel Core processors. I am in fact running a 13th gen. Here is the label for the processor that I'm attempting to run. We've also got a Be Quiet Straight Power 11 1200 watt platinum power supply, so we should be getting plenty of power. Our video card here is a Supreme GeForce RTX. This is a 4900, so I have big expectations for this card if I can ever get this PC to boot. Now in here, I have two 8 gig modules of memory. More on that later. I originally bought a set of 4 32 gig modules, but I bought this smaller set in an attempt to troubleshoot the issue, because as you will see, according to the error lights, which is the only feedback that I'm getting, see that's right there in the middle, according to the error lights, the issue appears to be DRAM. So let's power it up and see what happens. So we're powering up. See, lights are going on. My monitor is going on, and we are getting no signal from the HDMI cable that is plugged into currently the video card. The motherboard also has a port. Now I have plugged it into both and gotten the same results. So I'm not going to switch at this point because it's kind of useless. Notice we've got lights now on the card. I don't know if it's apparent, but the CPU pump is spinning. We've got, let's see, GPU radiator fans are spinning. CPU fans are spinning. So it looks like we have got power. Now that fan in the back, go ahead and ignore that one because that one is not hooked up to anything. That's why that's not spinning. Now, the only other feedback that we've got that something is happening, right there, we've got a single illuminated DRAM light. And there it goes, and the system reboots. And here, this is an interesting cycle here. Notice the DRAM light will stay on for about 4 seconds. The CPU stays on for about 2. And after a minute or so, it's going to power cycle. Now, let's try something else here. I'm going to power off the system. And we're off there. Power off the power strip. Make sure we're safe here. Going to remove one DRAM strip. There we go. Done this many times. Make sure you're still secure. Power back on. And system is back on. Now, check out those lights. Note that we are no longer alternating. Right, we've got a light. We've got the DRAM light on, but it's not switching back to the RAM light. Now, in the past, I have left it on for a while, and it does not appear to power cycle. Once again, fans, the pumps, and the lights are all on. So it appears that the system is trying to power on. And we've got nothing on our monitor. Power cycle him. And there's the Gigabyte logo. Again, Gigabyte monitor, and no signal. All right, let's power cycle again. We're going to remove that last stick off. And let's see what we've got this time. Lights popping on, and we stay on CPU. Now we're up, and this time notice that the flashing, the interval is different. Right, we're staying on for about 2 seconds, alternating between CPU and memory, DRAM. Not the 2 seconds on CPU and 4 on DRAM that we saw when we had 2 modules, and certainly not the solid DRAM that we were seeing with 1 module. Now again, what memory we're using. There we go. So this is what I just had in there. C2 cheap, relatively cheap 8 gig modules. Oh, we just had a power cycle with no DRAM. And the original set was 4 of these guys. See, set of 4, 32 gig, DDR4 3200s. G-Skill rip draws. Now, all of this memory is officially supported according to the website, but it seems pretty strange that I, can throw in memory from a completely different set, change up the configurations, and none of it works. To me, it's suggesting maybe a CPU issue. But again, why is the light changing? Unfortunately, I have not been able to find, and there we go again, another power cycle. I have not been able to find documentation on what the different flashing patterns mean. The only thing that the manual says, and there it gives the pattern. The manual tells you that whichever one's lit indicates what the problem is. But that's not terribly helpful here. So, if anyone have any ideas, I would love to hear it. Thank you.